In this universe.
In this galaxy.
In this world.
Beneath the influencer clouds.
Over the viral video fields.
Off the information superhighway.
There are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering.
More opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
hit me with it.
Okay, before I do, let's give some context to the good people. First, hello, Frank. How are you?
Hey, yo, Frankie.
And then, maybe Nick gets his own pair of concrete shoes for this one. Casey likes to stick Alex the Rose's head is ass. Did you get hit in the head?
A lot.
And just to tell on himself, yes, he got a break.
100%.
Hey,
think
Ryan.
the best way to go at it is just telling yourself immediately.
Yeah, rather than have someone, do it for you.
I'm sure she's not here anymore, but thanks, Mom, for the like. She was here for a moment, I think. Yeah. So I was really hoping Casey would actually be here to start the show. It is echoey. As you can see, we are moving. Super echoey. But this weekend was WrestleMania. Some stuff was good. Some stuff sucked. Now, in the last 24 hours, I have actually blocked and deleted as many internet sites involving wrestling that I can. I have... for those of you not in the wrestling bubble, maybe Frank sees it with like movies. Alex, you're really like not into social media and stuff, so you don't see this stuff, right? But I would like pictures or it didn't happen. But the toxicity of the internet wrestling community is absolutely absurd. And I can't anymore. There's nothing that either one of these wrestling companies, and I say the main two, AEW, which I do not like, and for specific reasons, and WWE can do without people completely losing their minds. It's fake entertainment. People seem to forget that. All right. These guys are like live action stunt people. They get one take live in front of people. And these neck beard, fat, disgusting slobs that sit on their ass and sit in their basement and completely destroy professional wrestlers if they mess up a move should go fist themselves. Because if they try to do one of these things that any of these superior athletes do, they would probably die. Yeah, I'm 100% sure Stone Cold, because if there's actually a video that's come out, text, where he missed the ramp to get onto the big ramp to come down to Mania. Like he misses the ramp. I've seen it a couple times. But that is not a shot at anybody. So if Case like, hey, you're talking about me. No, Case, I'm not, because I listened to your show. You seem to be pretty open-minded about wrestling. But these people that just like, well, Alex the Rose, who I would love to have a debate with, but he just won't. He won't. But it's that kind of mentality, this tribalism that like everyone thinks that this is what professional wrestling is supposed to be. And it's, it's pretty bad. Well, I'm talking about not his body order or his mouth. I'm talking about his thoughts on the wrestling world. So I had to quit. Whatever, is it Dave Rose? Whatever Rose it is. I don't know. Whatever Rose it is. I don't know what Rose it is. He's an asshole. Doesn't have a set of balls. likes to run his dick liquor, in chat. And I've been on numerous shows. I've been on Casey's show and on this show. And Casey has told him that I'd have a debate with him. He doesn't have a set of balls to do it. And anyone that hides behind a Luigi avatar is a douchebag. So if you're going to come on a show, and I've seen Kratos come on the show, and I've seen the other Alex. I've never seen the douchebag Rose come on. So, but anyways, back to my subject. There were things that I actually think that if they would have taken the main event off the first WrestleMania night, Saturday, and put it on to the Sunday show and moved the Sunday show was good except for the main event. It was horrible. It was really badly done, like terribly done. But yeah, I actually had to quit up. I actually blocked a bunch and left the Jim Cornette fan club and everything. Because, and the thing that gets you about it, Ryan, like Ryan says, he laughs about the arrogant neckbeards that somehow sitting on their ass doing nothing makes them an expert. It's same with them. They do the same people that like want spoilers for wrestling. And it's like, I bet you the same guy that if somebody had spoiled Endgame for you, you would have had a heart attack. That if somebody had said, "What if you didn't see opening night?" and someone online messaged and said, "Hey, this is what happened," you would lose your mind, right? So, yeah, I just, and Alex, how long I've liked wrestling, so I thought, just to get this out there, like, yeah, I had to block and delete a bunch of them. So the negativity is just unbelievable. Two years ago, the internet community wanted Jey Uso to beat Roman Reigns to take the title. So the guy gets his shot last night, wins the title, and the whole internet community is saying how he's a piece of shit. Yeah. And they're like, oh, it's got 16,000 dislikes. All these sites are reporting. This is when I deleted it. I'm like, so 16,000 neckbeards in their basements didn't like the video. Meanwhile, 120,000 people watched the 2 nights of WrestleMania combined. And so 16,000 people. Roman Waynes. I have a slew of Roman Waynes. So anyways, now I'm off my pedestal, off my soapbox. I'm done. Alex, how are you?
Good. I'm adding that to the show's lexicon, Roman Waynes. Maybe that'll be our superhero in the future.
Right. So, yeah. He already said he wouldn't do it. He said in the chat he wouldn't.
Well, the hell with him. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to, but
not at all.
If he's going to talk a big game,
mm-hmm.
then I don't see the harm in the old put up or shut up kind of ultimatum.
Yeah, like 2 Live Crew said, keep bringing them up, they're going to stick my dick in it.
Figuratively and metaphorically, not as people like to overuse in this day and age, drink.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. No, Casey, he did. He 100% said that in the chat. I realized it was going by pretty fast, but he said he wouldn't. He said he would not. Which is fine. Take the L and, and then of course, like most people do, and I want to text, and that's just it. And I know I'm not going to change his mind. I know, but it's the comments about that it's the best wrestling, and that is what gets lost. No, and I understand. I'm saying that, Casey. I'm just saying that you missed that in the chat where he said he wouldn't. And I get that. Hey, you want to know what? It's his right, 100%. But don't tell me it's the best wrestling out there. The ratings will say otherwise. The horror, like I like some pretty crappy wrestling in the day, and this stuff is just unwatchable. Unwatchable. And the whole point of wrestling is it is a male soap opera. It's supposed to be, ridiculous at points. But, when you got people taking moves that, it's because you're supposed to suspend reality. That's the whole thing, This is why guys like Ric Flair and Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake were wrestling into their 60s because they didn't do the dumb shit the kids are doing now. Try to watch a Jeff Hardy match now. Alex knows who Jeff Hardy is. You should go out of your way to watch a Jeff Hardy match now and watch him run around the ring. It's actually pretty sad because he's so beat up.
Yeah.
But you can only throw yourself off 12-foot ladders through tables and chairs, oh my, before it's finally going to do something to you. Woo! So, anyways.
Yeah, but Ric Flair is kind of a freak of nature. He's something else, you know. He's from a different time, and he's built of some different stuff.
And the other thing with Ric Flair is he broke his back in the 70s in a plane crash. That's why he always, when he took the flip over the head, he always landed on his hip. He didn't want to land on his back. But again, took a plane crash in the 70s and wrestled like the last match he should not have wrestled, but he was still wrestling at a high caliber in the early 2000s with Evolution and Triple H and stuff. You know, so anyways, my challenge has been laid out. I'm sitting here. I'll do it anytime he wants to do it. So I agree. I wish Ric Flair would stay off Twitter sometimes because he really, you know, but anyways, that's enough of that ranting. Alex, go ahead.
So we said hello to all these people already. However, you know how our show goes. We would like to give a visual thank you and hello to Frank. And our good friend, Reverend Redneck.
You gonna squeal like a pig, boy.
And also Casey.
Have you seen my winner?
And finally, Tex.
I fucking hate everybody!
And hello, Craig.
And hello, Craigery. So, our friend Craigery is actually looking for a dryer. So we checked the local establishment here. I won't dox them on here, but they're only offering a year warranty on a dryer. You would think at least 3 to 5. No, at least 3. 3 to 5? That's what I thought. A minimum of 3. Maybe 5 would be pushing it, but I would think at least 3.
I don't know enough about dryers to have any more of a comment on the length of warranty. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse.
Well, I just honestly figured, damn, I love that banjo.
Let me see if I've got that by itself in amongst my sound materials, and maybe I can send that to Tex on its own. I can't remember the YouTube video I got that from.
Oh, okay, that's okay. So there's a washing machine. Either way, yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. But the thing with Hulk Hogan is not only, you know, he said some really dumb stuff like racially wise, but he's also all his lies are catching up with him. Like he lies about everything. I mean,
and why?
It's almost like these old people forget that the internet is there and they can be checked on stuff. Kind of like the man in charge right now down there. He forgets that there's the internet. Oh, Casey, shut up. Yours are pretty solid. God damn. Man. Okay, so I'm going to do this quick while Casey's here. So these are the worst selling video games of all time. I just want to hit this before Casey takes off. I kind of like to give everybody a little bit of taste of everything. Did I send you the video of the horror movies that you wouldn't watch more than once?
I don't think so.
Okay, I got to see if I can find it because I was going to ask you in text about a bunch of these movies. So let's see what we got here. Oh my God. Apparently this game like got sold and is in a new Mexico landfill. I've heard this. And like now it is worth a lot of money. Casey, can you confirm? I have heard this. Yeah, it was a real horrible game. Horrible.
Looks horrible.
Looks horrible. This is also on the Atari. So
I believe it. Yeah, Tex has seen pretty much every terrible horror movie ever made.
Concord. I've never heard of Concord.
Looks decent with the graphics, though.
Yeah, the graphics look really cool, but
Uh,
okay. I knew I had heard something about it. I didn't realize it was in New Mexico. Do you have a copy of it, Casey, or were you just playing on a simulator?
and Frank, thank you for being first in the chat. If you could let us know what's happening on the Harsh Truth tomorrow, because I didn't have the time to look before I got on here. So please pimp your show and your stuff.
Wow, Balan Wonder World. I've never heard of this. It's an Xbox game too, so that's why. Wow. Okay. Never even heard of it. Mario and Luigi's Bowser Inside Story plus Bowser's Jr.'s Journey. Wow.
Last of Us again. Yep. Season 2, I think episode 2.
They discontinued. Oh, okay, they shut the server down for it. Okay.
Wait a minute. I think Casey's talking in code because he's using a double negative. You can't play it no more. So it means you can play it lots more.
The Lamplighters League. Think of a candle flickering out right before the very light lamplighter. Okay, just peeked at 773 concurrent players in the stream. Ouch. Yeah, that's not good considering like GTA was in the millions or like high 100,000s. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. Never like Sonic Boom. Okay, no. Warhammer. I've never heard. Okay, fuck. I've never heard any of these games. No. Action 52. No.
Hey, old man. How are you?
Hello, Chadney. Shamus. Go listen to the beginning of the show, Chadney. I went on a wrestling rant. Star Fox Zero. Looks weird.
Till Pedro gets the golf club. Is that the Walking Dead equivalent of the barbed wire baseball bat?
Yeah, to Glenn's head. Yeah. I will say this game sucked. I have said this game has sucked. Because when I played it, I'm thinking, I want to be Captain America. I want to be Hulk. I want to be Iron Man. That's about it. I don't care about Scarlet and Hawkeye. And like you end up being the little character here, like this little Indian girl who's like Miss Marvel and stretches. That's not why I wanted to play the Avengers. That game sucked. James World War Fighter 2. Never heard of it. All right, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. All right, carry on. Anyways, okay, the horror is yours. Good Lord.
And in case Casey has to go, thank you for recommending Impractical Jokers. I found a 1-hour compilation on YouTube. I was hooked within the first 2 clips. Impractical Jokers is a great show. Anyone who likes that office style of comedy will get a lot of enjoyment out of Impractical Jokers. So Casey, thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. And since Tex is here with his Captain America, Tex, we're so glad you could momentarily delay the inevitable deaths of the people hanging upside down in your basement to be here with us tonight. It's interesting to note that Tex takes a similar approach to the preparation of Japanese Wagyu beef by mercilessly beating his victims with gigantic heavy slabs of salami for many hours before covering them in Texas Roadhouse steak sauce and setting them on fire, only to immediately cast the burning corpses into his wood chipper, where the fleshy bits are spit out onto a concrete slab for cooling. The Michelin star system is refusing to acknowledge this apparently fine dining experience. For shame, Michelin. For shame. Woo doggies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, very, very nice.
Oh, nice. You know, I haven't been to any kind of improv or stand-up in quite some time. And while the majority of it to me wasn't great, there are little golden nuggets of ideas that you see the birth of on stage with regards to comedy bits. And then later on, they get fleshed out and they get turned into movies or TV shows or just bits. So it's interesting to see people come up with stuff in the moments. So this is the love-hate relationship that I have with stand-up and improv. My family's always been in me. Wow. FBI, please chime in.
Now we're on a watch list. Thanks. As if we were before.
All right, I'm going to take everyone back to 2017 for a moment. Remember the good old days, 2017, when we were all young and innocent. Dear Paris Hilton, here's a brief history of the selfie. 20th of November, 2017.
Why is
This
a
is
story?
From the British Broadcasting Corporation. So in 2006, there was a picture of Paris Hilton and Britney Spears on Twitter that Paris posted. And years later, she said, "Oh, I basically invented the selfie." No, you didn't. 1839. This is Robert Cornelius who took this picture. 1839, a little bit before 2006. Going further, Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolaevna of Russia in 1914 takes a picture. When I click on this, it comes up with nothing, so never mind that. No proof, but going forward to 1920, your dad discovers selfies. New York photographer Joseph Byron, and let's see what that looks like here on X. And loading momentarily, even though I don't have an X account, it should give us access to this. And 1920, a little bit before 2006.
Just a touch.
Yeah, 1938, Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes, takes a selfie in 1938. Look at that. It does look like a young Frank Sinatra. Maybe it isn't, maybe it is. Regardless, before 2006, selfie. Then 1966, George Harrison, when the Beatles went to India. They're outside the Taj Mahal. And old picture. Look at that.
Wow, that is cool.
Beautiful. He was 23 years old at the time. Awesome. And then 2002, the word selfie is finally invented in Australia.
Crikey.
Somehow, I am not surprised. And then this one was interesting. There was a monkey who took a picture with a camera. It's kind of a selfie. Maybe it'll show up. Yeah. So it's a good thing I'm not playing the sound. Hopefully it'll show the picture in a moment instead of this stock footage. The monkey pressed the button which took the picture because the monkey grabbed the camera from the photographer. Also sparked, this is not a Mona Lisa thing. Yes, the monkey is smiling. Do any animals smile? It's like saying, do animals have souls? No one cares. As long as they do cute stuff that gets me views on YouTube, I don't care. Okay, never mind. So, selfie, the word of the year in 2013. All this is to say that Paris Hilton did not invent the selfie. Not in any way, shape, or form. So, you learned something.
Right.
Yeah.
Bitch. All right. Apparently text sent me an email.
Oh no, they're clamoring for something that's supposed to happen naturally and organically.
Yeah, no doubt. Can't force that shit, easy.
Yeah. Unless
if you do it, oh nice. I can't like text. I don't like the black. I like the white. It totally did happen, but yeah, I mean I have a black shirt, but yeah, I like the white background. But yes, cool. Where did you pick that up? I actually would like one of those for my collection. Really don't want to pay an arm and a nut, to be honest with you. So, all right. I like these ones. You know me and my lists. So, in the chat if you can keep up, of course. These are the 30 best songs of the 90s. Now, if there's a song you think that should be there instead of this one, by all means, interject that such song. Okay. If you can go back and chop that out, I'm pretty sure the black background. I like the white instead. But you go ahead. You go ahead, Casey. Okay, so I think this one has to be for Nirvana, even though Lounge Act is my favorite song by them. Oh, $8.99. Nice. No, that's nice and cheap. So
$8.99 American.
yeah. So
So you know
$74 Canadian. Okay.
Exactly.
Actually, not really, because your dollar's dropping pretty fast. So keep going, Trump. Keep going. Okay. Do you have a song that you'd rather see instead of Nirvana and Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Probably, if it's from that particular album.
Well, it's going for like best song in the top 30 songs of the 90s, like the 90s sound, I think.
Oh, I would definitely not have Smells Like Teen Spirit as one of the top 30 of the. No way. I like from that album Something in the Way. And
I think it's pretty awesome.
I was going to say In Bloom had a pretty good riff.
Yep. Yeah. Next, Whitney Houston, I'll Always Love You. I don't care. Okay. It is pretty iconic, though. Yep. Tupac, California Love. If you're going to put a Pac song on it, probably would be the one, even though I like most of that the double album. So
now, if it's back in the day and we're at a party and that song comes on, everyone is rocking out to that. Yep, you hear the first 2 seconds of the intro and everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me why ain't nothing but honey. No way. The best use of this song, though, wasn't Brooklyn Nine-Nine, though. Yeah, definitely number 4 killed my brother. Oh, yeah, that's why we're here. Oh, damn. Little Britney bitch. Ugh. Again, it just brings me back to the 90s. Makes me smile.
Yeah.
Wonderwall, yeah. Even though every douchebag would get a guitar and just play it by the fire, you want to smash them in the face with that guitar. But
anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. I said maybe it gotta be the one that saved me.
All right.
Alanis Morissette, you ought to know.
Oh, roll tide on Alanis Morissette. Did you ever see the video for? Oh, what was that song she did?
Thank You, where she's naked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you in the end. Thank you. I don't know what she says, but she didn't have any clothes on. So
yeah, she's naked. I don't care.
Speaking of hot.
Oh right? Yeah.
Back in the day, Mariah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
now she's on the Christmas rotation. Oh, it's Christmas time now. We got to hear Mariah Carey.
Yep. TLC No Scrubs. Yeah. I like the No Pigeons version by Sporty Thieves. R.E.M. Losing my religion.
Nah, I still like What's the Frequency, Kenneth, a little bit more.
Yeah. Ain't nothing but a cheat thing, baby. That's another good one. Yep.
That's a banger.
Yep. 92. My Fart Will Go On. Celine Dion. 97. Yeah.
Maybe he is, Casey, and then you're going to have to pay a few dollars to watch our show through advertising.
Yeah. Advertising for the greatest show ever. Of course, Green Day, Time of Your Life. Well, that was my graduation song.
Ours as well.
Yours as well. So, MC Hammer. Yeah, I thought that was 89. It was 90, eh? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was that. Spice Girls. Ugh. I will say Posh Spice pretty hot, though.
Posh, Scary Baby.
Ginger and Dikey. What was that, Sporty Spice? That's what everyone used to call her.
I think Scary Spice is pretty sexy now.
Yeah. Hey, that's speaking of which, Casey, your intro to your show is dumb. Dial it back a little. Good Lord. Your entry to your show was longer than both WrestleManias combined. Good Lord. Oh, see, I is Hammer 89. Oh, I said 90 there. I thought it was 89 as well. But
yeah, Baby Spice was pretty hot.
Yeah. Pearl Jam, Alive. See, I like Yellow Lead Better. Wow. I even sing that song too. Good Lord. Yeah. An elderly woman behind the counter of a store. That's a good one though too. But yeah, no, that's a yeah. Notorious. Biggie. Juice is a good tune. Especially if it's true that when he did the lyrics, he didn't write nothing down. He just sang it.
Really?
If the movie is true, yeah, he was just sitting in his studio listening to while getting loved a mouth hug from a lovely young lady. Yeah, he was listening to the beat, and then he got into the studio and did it. So
I like Casey's outro credits. Story by, cinematography by.
Yeah, I have. That's funny.
I get a kick out of it.
Man, I think, were you in the bar by then? When this song would come in the bar, holy shit. Ugh.
Did women's clothes hit the floor?
No, but it became slippery when wet, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the small things. Yeah, everybody sings it whenever it comes on at any show. Everybody, mouth hug.
Mouth hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mouth hug.
Yeah. Killed by Carrie. Yeah, a lot of these songs were, I think.
Which one? Yeah, all of them. Shoop. Yeah. I get a kick out of karaoke when people try to sing Shoop when they're so drunk that they always get the like beginning and then it's this Shoop that bad Shoop bad that Shoop bad every time in karaoke, man. Anytime anyone raps, because of course you think you can rap when you can hear like Eminem rapping. But then like once you're drinking, and especially if you don't know how to like to breathe properly, even me as a singer, when I try to rap, if I fuck up a breath, there's times where everything goes a little like starry because you're like, I didn't take my breath right there.
Some people are like that when it comes to REM's It's the End of the World as we know it.
Yeah.
I tried to learn the lyrics once or twice. I almost had it once.
Man, she used to be so hot. Look what happened.
Back in the 80s, yeah.
In like early 90s, even the late 90s with like Ray Light and stuff, she was still pretty hot.
Hank Williams.
Family Tradition.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good tune. I enjoyed that song. Little Lauryn Hill. Do what?
That had a pretty good hook to it. Yeah.
Come As You Are was a good tune, which Kurt lied about, because in that song he says he doesn't have a gun. Clearly he had a gun.
Oh.
Yes. Too soon? Na 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 na. Ugh. I don't remember this Boyz II Men song.
No idea.
I remember like I'll Make Love to You and On Bending Knees and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember this one. Oh, I hated this. I hated this song. Still do.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it.
In the shape of an L on her forehead.
Yeah. Say my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. Summertime is a banger. Yeah. But that came out like when we were kids. Yeah. Summertime. One of the best songs ever. I will fight anybody.
Yeah.
Irish by the Goo Goo Dolls. One of the best songs ever. I always did find it weird though. If you watch like them perform live, and or like any videos I've seen them play live, that bass player is always uncomfortably close to John. Like there's no space. Watch some live videos of them. He's always like right in John's shit. Yeah, I went golfing with future world champion of the world universe Dewey there on Friday, and we just put a country 90s country playlist on. There are some bangers in the 90s for country.
Now, when Tex talks about 90s country, there's I think it's the new wave or the modern country versus the old bluegrass country of the 60s and the 70s. Which does Tex prefer?
I bet you Tex is going to say outlaw mixed with 90s because of his age, kind of like me. And outlaw to me is like 50s, some 40s, like Hank Sr., Johnny, Waylon, Willie, Chris Christopherson, Kenny Rogers, Conway Twitty, and then like the 90s with like Garth and Alan Jackson, Reba McEntire, kind of like that. That's what I would guess. That's my guess for Tex.
When it comes to country, even though I'm not a big fan, if I hear Garth Brooks, I will listen. I'm not going to change the station or walk away or ignore it because he had some really good songs back then.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh,
yeah, that was bad. Colin Baton Rouge is actually, that's my go-to. Colin Baton Rouge and Ahead by a Century are like usually the first two songs I sing in karaoke. Just because Craigery likes me to sing Ahead by a Century. But yeah, like Calling Baton Rouge is always like right away.
Now, Frank, would it be untoward if one of the ending songs for a Last of Us episode was Achy Breaky Heart? Like, would that just destroy your faith in the rest of the season? Whoa.
See, now there's the problem, Casey. Your comment. I call BS. Who cares? Like, seriously. Who cares what the attendance is? Who gives a shit? I don't care what the attendance is. I don't care what AEW's attendance is. We're going back to wrestling really quick. I don't give a shit. I care about ratings and good fucking story in wrestling. Who cares how many people were there? Who gives a shit?
I think the fire marshal cares how many people were in there at any given time.
Yeah. Give me some George Strait. Yes. Yeah.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Billy Ray's country.
Yes, 100%.
Yes. Yeah, but he sold a lot of records with that song, even though it was annoying AF.
You can torture me with Donnie and Marie. You can have some Barry Manilow. Or you can play some schlock like New Kids on the Block. Or any Village People song you know. Or play some Tiffany on 8-track or CD. Or scrape your fingernails across the floor. Or tie me to a chair and kick me down the stairs. Best line ever. Weird Al's right there. Thank you, Craiger. I appreciate that.
Have you ever done Bob Cajun live?
Not yet, because it's actually, aside from us crazy Canucks who like it, I don't even know if there's a version of it out there. I don't think Bill has one. I've done Fully Completely, Blow It High Dough, New Orleans is Sinking, and Ahead by a Century. I would totally do Bob Cajun.
Me too, if I could. And thanks to Wade for liking us on Facebook.
Thanks, Tigger. Love your face. Have you heard did I play you the City and Color version?
Yes.
Amazing. I want to do that cover. That's the cover I want to do. Okay, anyway, so we'll get through this. One more. So Zombie, again, great song. I know there was a cover of it, but I always feel like songs that have that strong political messaging maybe shouldn't be covered. By another band to become famous on. Like, I'm all about people covering songs.
Of course.
Right? I mean, of course, I'm in a cover band. But, like, it's a huge protest song again about the IRA and the fight in Ireland between the Catholics and Protestants.
Yep.
So, really, I mean, I know you can switch songs around for the meanings. Hey, keep it down! So I shouldn't have done that. Here we come.
You broke the seal.
Get out of here!
Oh, no, here it comes. I came down the fucking stairs.
Yeah, and you're high, and you got popcorn because you're high. Pick that up. You're fuck. Pick that up, please.
Oh, why did you throw a fucking recall at?
Because I wasn't gonna throw Werther's at you because you'd eat it. There's no
Off
more
the
Werther's
floor.
left because I ate them.
You bastard.
Get out of here. Keep it down. Tons of fun. Chad, do you pee like a woman too? Because you throw like one. Ah! Dick. Shut up. Wow. Chili Peppers Under the Bridge. Great
Good.
song. Good album. Da 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 da. So there was just a video of Afro Man talking about that song, and he's like, "I got hot, and I thought all the stuff I was supposed to do, and I just didn't do it. So I wrote a song, and I thought it was funny." That's what he still says. Yep.
That's awesome. We need to see just whoa, Casey. That's only for the Patreon.
Okay, now he did get taught a lesson because it's one thing that kids these days, and not that we got in a fight, but they don't know how like to roll or even to defend themselves, right? And he tried me because the kids don't fight anymore. We used to fight all the time. Like everybody fought. Like everyone at least got in a fight. Well, he tried about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I had him folded up on top of him, like with an arm across the back of his head. He's, I can't breathe. Yep. I don't need a paddle. These are all the paddles I need right here. Okay. Thanks.
Did
You're
you
welcome.
gore him?
That was a free gun show for you. No, actually, I took his back because he can't. So I sprawled and then flipped over. Like I didn't know I could still do it. And I sprawled. I flipped around onto like his back, and I didn't put him in a rear naked. I didn't put him in a rear naked, but I put my arm on his face so I wouldn't hurt his face on the because I had him on the ground, and I just put my arm just in the back of his head and just kind of pushed down a bit. And then he's like, I can't breathe. And of course, I'm not going to hurt him. I'm like, yeah, he almost stood. He used to be able to. Like when he was playing football, it's how strong his legs were. He used to be able to pick me up and carry me on his back. And that was like 330 Nick. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look who's here.
Hello, you beautiful red angel, you.
How are you?
Absolutely delicious.
Good to see you. It's been a while. The slab been keeping you busy. You know,
It's been a while. Sorry.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. One day we will all end up as piles of meat on Ginger's slab, but most of us will get there because of Tex.
And we'll meet in Valhalla.
I think that's code for something. Don't you think that's code for something?
I think so. Thank you to my dad for the like. Both my parents are liking the show tonight. So
wow, is retirement that slow, Mike? No, I'm kidding.
What the hell is going on here? I'm just kind of watching wrestling. I didn't have to train my son like 300. Tex, you're from Texas. Football's life down there. Them boys train hard. So I didn't have to. The coach Jensen took care of that for me. I didn't have to Spartan train my boy, because didn't put up with shit though. I always felt that. I saw a video. There's real talk time that I felt maybe sometimes I was a little too hard on my son. But then a video I watched, it said, son, I wasn't hard on you because, I wanted to be mean, or I just wanted you to be miserable. I'm hard on you so you know that the world is hard, and you know that. And I think that's what's lost on a lot of kids these days and that's why maybe the work ethic's gone now too, because they've had it too easy. And because there are so many parents out there that are helicopter, even snowplow parents, I've heard the term now. Where it's like helicopters, like, keeping everything away, but a snowplow, like, you're not letting anything near your kid. And that's a huge problem these days. You see it with kids. I know, like, I don't know if you have friends who have kids and stuff, Alex, or even like if your girlfriend has young nieces and nephews and you see this stuff. But yeah, it's weird with kids these days. It's very, just. So yeah, Cohen started in grade 3. So he was 8 when he started. So he did 10 years of ball. Yeah. I wouldn't have traded it for anything. I really miss it. I really miss being on that field and watching him do his thing. So
A little bit of Friday night lights.
oh man. And those nights, I mean, it's not like Texas, but like the nights where you would have like the stands would be full of people, like it'd be so awesome.
You know who we haven't seen in a while? Texas Gay Secret and the Casey Troll account.
The
What was that
penis,
called?
Casey's Casey's wiener.
Casey's missing wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a rap battle between those two. I'm also waiting still for a rap battle between Ginger and Tex because that would be cringely hilarious. Ooh, nice. Some history there, I bet.
Nice. My boy got to play in the home of the Calgary Stampeders and Edmonton Eskimos. So the CFL teams in Alberta. Yeah. So that is terrifying. Good Lord. All right.
Since we're on the sports, I'll give a video that's been sitting in the vault for a while. Actually, no, this one's relatively new. I think you sent me this one.
Yeah. So you're going to need to replay that. I think everybody knows what happened. But...
Yeah, it will. They'll do a slow-mo. And here's the pitch.
I just called somebody.
So if you play it again, the sound he makes when he hits the ground is his soul leaving his body. That's why you wear a cup.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. You know, maybe I should clip that and use it for a Casey intro or something.
I wear a cup, like...
Because both of them are Casey. Oh, so Casey's playing both sides. He learned a thing or two from the Bilderbergs, hey? Yeah, Casey's not that smart. Even he's admitting it. Yep, always wear a cup.
Always, I always wear a cup out. Like always wear a cup playing ball. I don't know why you wouldn't. Where's Frankie to chime in on that? Always wear a cup. Always.
Or else you going in the barrel and it's going to be filled with some concrete. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's going to hurt your wiener a lot. Ow.
And here's another one. You know, when there's a school shooting, and this harkens back to the Columbine days when I graduated, or right near the time that I graduated, people on Fox News are saying, where are the parents? Well, I'm asking the same question here. That's a razor in a store. And yes, he did that to himself. Reverse mohawk. And his mom's like, oh my God. I think she's covering her face laughing. Perhaps?
I think she's laughing hysterically.
Yeah. He's like,
now,
oh, cool.
This is I have never seen a display rack for razors. Anyone else? Like, I've never seen this.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, it's anyone like this. I said you, Frankie, because you're a baseball guy, right? So I always wore a cup. Excuse me.
Uh-oh. We're going to get some family drama. I better be quiet, but I still want to narrate. I don't hear anything. Should do a slow zoom in on the chair. Okay, no yelling yet. Yeah, I'm gonna clip that. What, no tossing him through the wall? You're moving out of there. Come on, man. Give us a show.
Fuck me, run it.
With scissors, yeah, but I'm talking in a store where you get to pick up the razor and test it out. That makes no sense to me. Maybe that's America. I don't know. That was a bit underwhelming.
Well, I just had to tell him to shut the fuck up.
I know, but still, it wasn't up to snuff.
Well,
I think you should do it again.
He's high. I just don't think he cares. He's eating his popcorn. His friends are being mean to him online.
You should slowly pull the popcorn away from me. You'd be like, no.
His friends are being mean to him online, kind of like Casey's life. Friends are mean to him online.
You mean everyone being mean to Casey online?
100%. Yeah, I guess, right? Well, why does it just have to be friends at this point, really?
But you were talking earlier about snowplow parents, and I think the volatility of the internet has replaced the parent who disciplines their kid for the sake of preparing them for the real world. Yes, the real world is still a tough place, and for whatever reason, there are people out there who choose to be terrible, and yes, we have to prepare our kids for that. But for the most part, anonymity on the internet still exists. So kids are still going to get that hostility, that harshness, the attacks. Real life or not, it's going to happen at a young age.
But I think a lot of the problem is we've seen this a lot before, where people forget what it's like to be punched in the face.
Mhm.
Everybody's tough behind a microphone. Everybody can talk as much shit as they want, right? Casey can run his mouth all day at Tex, but I guarantee you, if Tex was standing in front of him, probably not going to happen, right? Ish. He'll probably test the waters and just see what happens.
I think Tex pre-2024 would be more of a match, but Tex now versus Casey now, I think that's a little bit more evenly paired up because Casey's still got some size to him, and Tex is not 100%. So
maybe
I would like to see those two titans go at it one day. Kids are vulnerable. Yeah, kids will be attacked any which way in real life or on the internet. Yep.
the more you know. Hey, Gregory, you remember that next time that you go for your next doctor's appointment, okay? Remember this. Not while the doctor's checking you out. Yes, Casey, he is looking at the woman's hoo-hoo. A phone call. Hold on a second.
All right, I guess we're into the sharing picture portion. What is he doing? He's still got one headphone on, so he's kind of listening. So if I say something over and over, I wonder if he'll accidentally repeat it into the phone. That would be awesome. I'd fight Casey. I'd fight Casey. I would fight Casey. I'd fight Casey. Come on, say it. I'd fight Casey. Just out of nowhere. Okay. If this were the old show, he'd be putting money into a jar right now. So pictures. Okay, I'll go with something that's not entirely ridiculous. So retirement 67, life expectancy is 78. So in the United States, it's around 76 at this point. Work for 50 years to maybe enjoy 11. No, start enjoying life now. No one is guaranteed tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying YOLO, go out and drink all night and go still hammered to your job. I'm just saying enjoy life while you can. And hello, Sarah. We enjoy.
Hello, Sarah May.
How are you? I'm sure Sarah knows all about this, so I don't need to explain it to her. But she showed up at a good time.
Yeah. Well, technically, those are all my belts, but I'd rather you have them than him.
No, because then you would have to fight Tex to get them.
No, I just let Thanos rule. Okay, so I need a report on this movie as soon as it comes out, please. This is Carnivores. I don't know if this is real or not.
Real.
I hope it is, and I hope for a full detailed report. This sounds amazeballs. I love the poster. I wish that it had the bottom stuff if it was real, like the name, like kind of the tech, like the Texas poster, right? But I like that. That's not so cute and cuddly. Default.
But you guys have to meet in neutral territory. So what is halfway between Alberta and Texas? I'm thinking.
Wyoming.
Oh yeah.
I think
southern Wyoming. Sure.
Hey, give me the biggest city you're near, Tex. They don't have to dox yourself, but like Houston, Corpus Christi, Dallas, Austin, El Paso, down in the West Texas town of El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
He will go out of his way to avoid Austin. So let's say Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe, yeah. Oh, I bet you Dallas, close to Dallas. Fort Worth. Yeah, I don't see him being an Austin guy. Okay, cool. And that'll be the end of the internet. That'll put butts in seats. Now I'm kind of curious if we had to find in the middle. He said the old Dallas Stadium. So that's what I was thinking, maybe near Dallas. So for me to get to Houston, straight shot is 3,159 kilometers. So let's say, let's go Dallas. Okay, that might change that a bit. Tabor to Dallas. Drive. Dad! Sorry. 27. Okay, we knocked a whole 400 kilometers off there. Okay, so 2,700 kilometers. 2,800. Call it 2,800. Remember that. Write that down. Okay, to...
Let's make it easier. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go there and just take the shit. Yeah. The 27. Actually, you wonder what we'd be more to the south end of no, I'm looking. Actually, I'm thinking Denver. We're probably more in the middle.
Have J-Man swing by, pick you up, and
we could ride in like Mad Max. I'll bring Jared, my moon pie, and he could play guitars while we roll up and kill Casey and take his belts.
Everyone's got a wiffle bat as they get out of the semi, and Casey's like, no.
I like this plan. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's going to work.
Yeah, Casey's last day is coming up.
Yes. All right. Continue.
And before we get to the videos, how much you learn from theory, from practice, from mistakes. Oh boy, I can't tell you how true that is.
Mm-hmm.
True, you can learn a lot in the classroom, but the mistakes that you will make if you don't get fired or injured or killed, that's the test right there.
100%.
It helps to think before you say and do something, as I say at the end of almost every show, but I sometimes forget. But sometimes if you make that mistake, that is the best teacher you will ever have.
100%. I completely agree with you. Yep.
As long as no one gets hurt and there's minimal property damage, that's the best way to learn.
So I'm sure we'd all be down to do this. This is they're watching the original, or this is part. What are they watching? Oh no, it is the original Friday the 13th, where it was recorded. It is Camp. No, I'm going to say this wrong.
It's in New Jersey.
Nobiasco, but they're actually watching it on the big screen at the lake. That's awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'd be down for that. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
All right,
but you know,
yep.
What we would not be down for.
Do
you know? Because I know, bro. Do you know, bro?
No.
He's so enthused for this segment.
I don't know. That never gets old. That never gets old. Oh.
Oh.
Really?
Holy shit.
Wow. Now, Tex, sorry, before I'm going to interrupt. We need some confirmation on this shit. You wonder why all you Americans are fat and diabetes blowing. I need to know if this is a fucking thing. Dr. Pepper, chocolate, banana, Dippin' Dots. There's also a rainbow sherbet one. I need confirmation to know if this shit's real. Holy shit. Diabetes. Wow. I'm just curious. I need confirmation on the weird Dr. Pepper Dippin' Dots flavors. Okay. Thank you, Tex. Okay. Casey, tons of fun. Have you seen those? Come on. Anyways, stupid people.
If Ginger is still around and watching, and we thank you very much if you are, give us an overseas equivalent if you could. I would be interested.
Yeah, me too. Because the one drink she had wasn't too bad. It was good. It was okay.
Yeah.
The orange drink. I can't remember what it was called. Remember? And I found it and you found Ryan found it. I don't know if you ever found it.
I did not, but you and Ryan did. I remember that much.
It was good. Like I said, it kind of tasted like flat orange slushy or melted orange slushy. It wasn't terrible, but I wouldn't get it again. I shouldn't drink it anyways because diabetes. But
yeah.
Continue.
And dangerous cliff jumping.
When I sent it to you, I didn't know there was sound.
And it was at that point he knew he fucked up.
Oh, I didn't know there was sound. Oh, that's magical. Oh. We've got that too. Our co-op kind of brings them in. I did have a strawberries and cream diet one. It was actually pretty decent, to be honest. Oh, I didn't realize there was sound of that. That was great.
Oh, now I haven't been on a skateboard in quite some time, and I've never been on a scooter, but here's another reason why you should not go on.
Oh.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
Oh!
And again. And again.
My sister totally busted me ripping ass because I made a fart face. She totally called me out on it. She knows my fart face. I totally ripped ass. It was so good. shit. Sarah May, Greasy, cover her eyes.
Oh, God. Oh, that's going to be a note for me, dog. And people say I take things literally.
Oh, that was awesome. That was so great.
Ooh, I got something a little bit different for you. I had no idea how to properly title this, but idiot nonetheless. Boom! Had to mute for music at that point. I'd go without momentarily. Now, why? Boom. He didn't. I don't even know what the score was. Oh, well. In vain.
Ouchtown, bro. Population U. Oh, hey, I found it. I'm gonna show Tex this video. So he made the comment about Austin, Stone Cold running into the barricade. Here's the beginning. So his music's going. I was wondering what was taking him so long. So there's the ramp, right, that he's supposed to go up. Here he comes. And he completely missed it. Now he's going to back all the way up.
One too many beers.
That's kind of what we were saying. Ooh, Steve. Wow.
Poor guy.
Sure. He'll be okay. Oh, and from the mind of Craigery, Craigery is now giving us some gems here.
Thanks, Craig. Ooh.
Would you believe Craig is single?
No, Craig, to me, sharing that, he seems like he's been married for 30 years.
Maybe he just listens to all of us bitch about it. And yeah, just saying.
And Tales from the Gym.
Love him.
Bands. No sound, I think.
Damn!
And again, you got to have your bands secured, and here's a good example.
Oh, I felt that. Oh. Oh.
We'll get another band fail in there.
Okie day.
Oh, okay. So I'll start from the beginning on this one. He's got bands wrapped around a barbell. The barbell is on the rack, but it's not exactly secure, that barbell. So he's pulling, and boom.
You deserve every bit of that.
Yeah, he should stay down forever.
Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed in a gym anymore because you're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right about there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Bands as resistance training, sure, but you got to make sure those bands are secured.
Mm-hmm. So what I do is, I usually warm up with bands, to be honest with you. So what I'll do is across one of the bars, because I like to use cables all the time. So across the top of where people, the normal skinny people would do pull-ups, I usually take the band and wrap it into itself. So that way it's secure on the bar. Because it's usually I use it for overhead for triceps, right? To like warm up my triceps or shoulders.
Yeah.
Right. Or I step on them with my feet to warm up bicep curl. So that's how I do it. That way that shit doesn't happen. So yeah.
And more tales from the gym, a fail compilation. Boom.
The look on his face. See again.
See what
See?
he was doing.
Yeah.
That's it's not safe, but he's doing it pretty well.
Yep.
You going to comment
That
on?
person is regretting life completely right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Just stay down. Just stay down. Just. Oh, son of a named the peanut butter jelly time.
Now look at that setup. No, not really safe. So boom.
Oh, I hate you.
Even if you're not in the gym, you should be wearing proper footwear.
Shoes all the time, people.
Ooh, now, too heavy for him, and he goes backwards.
Yep.
Still sexy. Whoa!
I feel that was set up. I feel that was a setup, just by the way he looked. Yeah, I think there was a mattress down there. He's dead.
Boom! What was he trying to accomplish? Whoa!
Oh, I've seen that one a few times. Oh, good Lord.
Now that can be kind of common at that point.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know how many times I've seen this in the past 10 years. Powerlifters puking. And that was the end of that.
Yes. Glorious.
Now, some people are going to take the message from all that being, well, I'm just going to stay home and not lift anything. No, that's not the message. The message is take your time, do it right.
Mm-hmm.
I've long been a proponent, long meaning as long as we've been doing this show, of taking your time when lifting and lowering. But there is something to be said for pacing. Now, there are times where you can just slightly increase the pace of the exercise. You can cut short a little bit the peak contraction and the negative, but that does not mean you immediately jump into momentum. That means you keep the weight moving. You can get a great pump from doing that, but you got to know what you're doing and when to apply this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As I'm sure maybe we are getting there when we watch like El Campeon. That's why Chad hates him, because he's teaching people bad shit.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, and I would hope anybody that would watch a video of his and then go to the gym and would do that, I would hope someone at the gym would step in and be like, stop, you're going to hurt yourself. I've done it to a bunch of people. Like, whoa, like your technique's all fucked up. Like, I always start with, I may not know what I may not look like I know what I'm doing, but I actually do know what I'm doing. Here's what you do instead. And I've had guys come up later like, thank goodness you told me, because I felt the difference. One was triceps. These two young guys were doing the like tricep pull downs, but they're just doing it straight. And I'm like, hey, when you go, roll out. You want to roll even when you're going overhead, roll out. You want to roll. And I said, you'll feel it instantly. You'll do a set and you'll feel the burn. And they did it. And then after, the guy's like, the first set I felt it. He's like, thank you. That's just basic stuff that you think everybody knows, right?
And not everyone knows, because not everyone was taught from the beginning not everyone paid attention to how exercises were done. Understanding physics, just basic physics, is a huge part of learning how to lift correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then, of course, there's the physiology of the human body, and I'm not expecting everyone to read I think it's 700-page book called Grey's Anatomy, not the TV show, the book, the original book of human anatomy called Grey's Anatomy. But it helps. So if you can, please do.
There you go.
And now, our favorite villain of the gym. If Chad is here, oh man, you're going to pass out after this one. This is El Campeon doing one-arm barbell deadlifts. I am not repeating that one.
Keep up.
Mira, campeón. Esto, campeón. El día que vayan a levantar pesado.
Muting for song.
Yeah.
One belt I have no problem with, but two, yeah, there's a problem.
I think he's, is it just 2? Okay, I thought maybe he had 3.
Wow, he does a headbutt because he's so hardcore. Let's see that again. Bam! Wow, he's so psyched and pumped now, bro. Oh, he's so serious, bro. Look at him go, bro. He's going to do it, bro. He's got 2 1/4 on there, bro, per side, bro. Oh, shit, bro. Look at him go, bro. Chad is still here. Oh, poor Chad.
And not a set was done.
Yeah,
Or
not
not a
a
rep was
single
done.
rep.
Not a rep was done.
And I think he knows it too.
I always like when he gets off the machine when he fails and he looks at the machine like it was the machine's fault. Or, it was the weight's fault because, he overloaded it.
I got to see him do this again. Now, why he would do a one-arm barbell deadlift? Why? Because he's not balanced.
No.
He's hitching.
But what was the end game of any of that? To do it like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boots. No, because he's wearing knee wraps and he's got those really thin pants on. Yoga pants. Yeah, I don't no idea, but the boots just make his legs look way too skinny.
I believe they are just compression pants.
He looks like a cartoon character,
Looks like a moron.
Yeah, right about here, I think. Yeah.
No, it started earlier with the belt slaps. Honestly, it was the belt slaps.
Yeah, and he does look to be in, at the very least, decent shape, especially for his age. He's got to be mid to late 30s.
Diabetes. Don't eat all your fucking snacks, you goddamn burnout.
I have 3.
Exactly.
And popcorn.
Exactly.
Well, you can count.
After 3, I get confused.
You're
Only
honest.
stick to 3.
So you'll go get 3 more.
Fuck off, Alex.
Fuck off, Alex. So you'll go get 3 more later then.
6.
Because you're gonna forget. Oh, 6. So you
I
can
don't know
add
how
by
to use the
3.
rules of 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, shit gets really confusing.
your logic is awesome. Good thing you went to the gym now to eat cookies. Yeah. Fucking kid. Auntie Sarah says hi, Colbert. Hi, Auntie.
What's after 3?
Fucking kid. I'm gonna have 6. Like,
Yes.
Editorial on
Yes.
gym videos.
Yes, do it, please.
That's
please.
a great idea. So
Tex, you should just find random stupid shit on Reddit and send it to Casey, and Casey should read it verbatim. It would be the best part of Saturday is Raw. Linked in the description below. Casey is Raw. Saturday is Raw on Saturdays. Casey, please.
Oh my God, he should read like a section from like 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, yes. I think Casey should read to the people. I think that would be fabulous. Only like 2 pages, 3 pages. And then every time he tries to get faster and read back, because that's at least going to take 45 minutes.
A paragraph or 2 is all we really need from Casey reading erotic S&M. I can't believe I said those words on the internet.
Oh, this is great. Dude, shut up!
See, Brian, it sounds funny now, but when it actually happens, we're all going to be collectively like, this was not a good idea. And then hell will open from below. Yes.
Like, it was like, I don't know. I know Ryan listened, and I don't know. Oh, Chadney listened too. But like Howard Stern, there was the Reverend Bob Levy. He couldn't read. So they'd always have the Reverend Bob Levy try to read. It was pretty comical.
So Reverend being in title only, because reverends have to be able to read from the
Yeah. Oh,
Bible.
yeah. No, yeah. It was just in title only. He's the guy who tried to claim that he wrote the joke, I beat my dick like it owes me money. And he was like mad at Chappelle for saying that offhand one time. And so Chappelle's like, oh, so you're a hack, because that's a hack joke. Like, he's like, oh, fuck. I think it was Chappelle. I think it was Chappelle. Yeah. All right. Are you showing any more?
Yeah, I'm going to do one more Jim idiot.
Okay.
Not that one, because I've already shown it. Ooh, I wonder if I've shown this one. Aha. Okay, so I will show one. So our last one, this is more of a tutorial. Don't drop weights.
Splat.
Oh!
I think we've shown this one before, but it bears repeating. Get your weights. Do your reps. When you're done, push them up. Bring up your knees. And tilt forward. Nice and slow. Now, you're not a douche.
Yeah. Now, what I like to do is, because I do have pretty good, because my shoulders are sore, so I only do dumbbell bench up to 60, maybe 65. I can put them on my chest and I can sit up with them. Like, I'm strong enough to kind of sit up with them. I can't go heavy because of my arms. So I don't need to do the proper lift, but I do the proper lift. I do the kick up and then back, to get down properly, I do that. And I can't really do shoulder press either because it gets fucking shoulders. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm moving away from doing shoulder press with the dumbbells. Even though it's not a great idea to go completely out that way. A little bit further in is better for the shoulder, but I'm at this point doing the front shoulder press. So instead of the handles being out to the side, they're in front, because they still train the front deltoid and the tricep when you push up. It's great.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, we have that machine too, so that's the one I use as well. Yeah, I like the machines. Can't lie, I really do. So.
Yeah, you can get quite the workout with machines as long as you know what you're doing.
I like the machines. So, all right. That being said, go and choose your stepmom. So for tonight's class, I got 2 short ones. Giggity. First one here. It's a pretty good definition. Fuck around, find out. I had to put mute because there's music. You see, there's a young gentleman running here. You see, there is a portly gentleman here about to raise his arms. So now, here comes a taser. Tight! Let's see that in slow motion. So now right about here, he gets hit with the taser. You hear the sound. And now he's down. See, right about here, he's probably not liking life and is really wishing that he had stopped when the officer said, please stop resisting. Please stop resisting. Hey, baby.
Hi.
We did to come say hello to your sister-in-law. She was here. There's Alex. And then Ryan. And these are Kim's boobs. Sarah busts me farting on air. She's like, that's your fart face. Yeah! Totally my fart face. But let's see that again in super slow. Watch this, baby. Now watch this. This gentleman's running. And right there, he gets tased. Blah! The more you know.
And she just walks away.
Why were you yelling at him now?
Because he used the hand towel to suck up all the water and threw it on my clean clothes in my basket.
Gasp. Now Bruno, now Tux is in here. The fucking terrorist is here. The show is falling off the rails. They're gonna catch him. Hey, this is Tux. This is Tux. He's a terrorist.
Kitty.
Hey, anti-terrorist, see, this is Tux. He's a terrorist. Okay, you go now. Oh,
poor kitty.
He ran away. Everything is going insane right now.
But yeah, that's why I yelled at him, because he threw a dirty, wet towel on my clean clothes. Come on.
Do you want to play the more you know thing?
Yes, I do. Which one do I want to play? Because there are oh so many.
All right, I do have one more. So
okay,
just because that was a short one. Okay, okay. All right. So for the next one, there's this guy here. I better share before I start describing. Okay. So there's this gentleman here. Now, judging by this white arm here, it looks pretty beefy. And judging by this guy's mask over his face, he's a fucking coward. So, let's see what happens when you learn how to block a weapon coming at you properly and get starched. Pay attention, class. Perfect block. And Hadouken! Now, right about there, he's like, I don't think I'm going to brace my fall. Boom. Now even she's like, holy shit, Thor. Like, what a block.
perfect.
Like, he perfectly blocked that. And then, like, at first, like, look at him wind up. Like, he's got his, I thought he was going for the old tiger uppercut. But he brought it straight around. And
It looks like he's hesitating.
well, because it's slow. I think he was trying to make sure that he had proper control over it so that he didn't have to grab with the other arm. That's just a wild guess. But I have no problem saying this. All these guys with masks on, you're all fucking cowards. Take your masks off. If you're so proud of what you're doing and standing by, take them off. And let's watch this guy finish his 9-night time.
Look, pause it right there. Look at the guy who got hit. His body language, his torso starts to go over. It's so fascinating to watch. Right after he gets hit, his torso starts to go over, and then I think his legs go straight.
It's almost like everything just goes down, shutting down, right?
Yes.
Like it's almost like it's like, yeah, I know it sounds so cliche, but it looks like everything just shut down.
It's a hard reset right there. And
Yeah.
he's
Oh, yeah.
lucky. I think he does hit his.
Oh no, he hit his head. Yeah, because 100%, you know that, yeah, and like he caught that thing perfect. He caught it. That's why I think he was also trying to protect his face because he probably wasn't sure if he was going to be able to hold on to it or not. And go ahead.
And I've seen this in movie fights as well. You can see when someone's going to strike with a weapon, the wind-up. Sometimes the wind-up is really far back. You know what's coming. And yet, in movies, and of course it's movies, so it's fiction, somehow they sometimes get the hit in despite this big dramatic wind-up. This guy, he could see it. It's almost like he was watching in slow motion this happen, so he was able to block it so perfectly.
Ready? Annie, you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been smacked by a smooth criminal. Well, I will say it again. He's wearing a mask, so he's a coward. So he probably doesn't know how to do that at all. So, just saying.
And Tex has got a great point. If you see someone winding up with that weapon, and if you can close that distance really quickly, you can probably prevent the hand or the weapon from even being swung. Like you can probably grab them by the upper arm and prevent that swing from happening. And then because you're so close, just give them a little tap right in the jaw, and they could probably drop the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Another jewel from Craigery for tonight. For all us married people out there.
Craig wins the internet today.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Craigery. We like that one.
Like that. That's great.
What else has he got here? Okay. It's all the floor is yours, sir.
Okay. Tonight's Karen segment comes from our very good friend, Ryan. He sent this clip to me a good 2 months ago, and I'll show the source. The original clip is a half hour long. Now, obviously, I'm not going to play that length of a clip on the show. So I found a way to edit it down in a way that is a little bit interesting. It's just under 5 minutes. I think it tells enough of the story, but I'm going to link to the page where it comes from, the YouTube channel and the YouTube page. And I've also put that in the beginning of the video as well. So, citing my sources as per usual. And with that, Karen. Coming to us from Body Cam Edition, and I will share the page from which this comes. Giggity, entitled Mother and Daughter Loses It When Kicked Out of Four Seasons Hotel. 30 minutes, 28 seconds. Ryan, thank you for that. 3 months ago. Wow, January 19th. I think Ryan sent this to me in either late January or early February. So I found a way to edit this down that is somewhat entertaining. And hopefully it can play the whole thing without any problems whatsoever. We've had problems in the past with big files like this. I try and keep as much of the definition as possible.
February 15th, 2024, officers were dispatched to the Four Seasons Hotel in response to a reported disturbance. Upon arrival, they encountered two women exhibiting aggressive behavior toward the hotel staff.
We have two guests that are clearly drunk and they're being very aggressive towards other people and they already start hitting people. So.
Listen, okay, I don't drink alcohol. I want to say it because we don't drink alcohol.
Why am I here?
I don't know. I didn't drink.
I can smell alcohol.
Take me to
station. I will
talk. I don't drink.
Can you tell the truth?
I don't drink.
Touch me. Do not touch me.
I don't
Do not
drink.
touch me.
Okay, I don't drink alcohol.
Okay, well, what's going to happen is
I don't
the
drink
hotel does not want you here for their reasons, so you're going to be leaving.
Wait a minute. I don't drink alcohol, though.
I don't care what you do. The hotel has a right. It's their private property.
Are you telling me I'm leaving the hotel? I had no alcohol. I don't drink.
Right now, you're acting aggressive, and you're loud, and you're intoxicated, okay?
I didn't drink. I don't drink.
Why smell it on your breath? So I don't know how alcohol got all over your breath.
I don't drink.
I smell so much where I smell it.
I don't drink alcohol. I haven't in 15 years.
Well, go get your stuff from your room, and there's a hotel across the street. You can stay there.
I didn't drink.
That has nothing to do with alcohol. This had nothing to do with you drinking.
But
this had nothing to do with you. Just as
but it must.
It doesn't. It has to do with your behavior.
I can't breathe.
Okay, well, stop yelling.
Oh my God.
Stop yelling. Listen, what's your first name? You can talk, you can breathe. Look at me.
I swear to God right now.
My name's Pete. Take a deep breath.
I don't drink alcohol. Somebody f***ing lock me up in here.
Hey,
Listen,
Just take a deep breath, okay? Stay in the car.
I'm telling you right now.
Get out.
No.
Listen
No.
to me.
I'm telling you. No, you're going to listen to me. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
There's something big going on.
All right.
I will not be treated like this. Ever.
Take a deep breath, okay? I'm letting you talk, right? We're just talking. Take a deep breath. All right?
I was locked in here for a long time.
I know.
I don't drink alcohol. I never have it. And I've got these things on my back.
Well, what happened tonight?
Nothing.
All right.
My daughter's with me right now. I mean, we did nothing wrong. Idiot. Just, I don't know.
All right.
You know what?
Listen,
honest
listen,
God.
that's your daughter over there? So listen, I need you.
My daughter's with me, and listen.
Okay, so
my daughter had nothing to do with anything.
Right. Listen, Monica, I'm right here. Just talk. Just talk. Right? I know tensions are high right now.
I can't Dude. They're doing democratic stuff. Bro. Hey, open the goddamn door. Kelly, stay there. Shut up. I got it. Too small. I got it. This guy's a fuck up. He's being paid by Soros. Both of them are. This guy right here and this guy right here being paid by Soros. 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 You're being paid from Soros. I already have pictures of my leg that they all over.
Yeah, put it in later on.
I'm bruised. We did nothing wrong. They called me out. Yeah. We did nothing wrong. They suck. What are y'all trying to do here? Hey, tell me what you're trying to do.
Just calm down so we can get this done so you can get out of here.
I want to know what you're trying to do. You come here right now, so we're trying to go around. Here. Tell me right now what you're doing. Jesus Christ, it will cause Kelly, just be quiet about these guys. They're dead.
The mother was charged with resisting arrest with violence, disorderly intoxication, battery on a law enforcement officer, and trespassing. The daughter was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest without violence, and disorderly intoxication. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
Soros. I said did nothing wrong. Well, I feel that she almost nailed it. Wow.
See, Ryan, he's pissing himself because of the edit, because he's seen the whole 30-minute, 28-second clip. So thank you, Ryan. Thank you for that. And yeah, it took me a while to figure out how I was going to present this, but there you go.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Oh, goodness gracious. What a world we live in. What a world.
When is it going to be over? I ask you.
And it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, probably.
You know, it's only going to get worse, my friend. It really is. So,
you know, we
go
say
ahead.
that. Sorry.
Yeah.
We say that as old, pessimistic, grumpy people. But I would like to think that with doing this show, there's a small part of us that hopes that we can counteract all that negativity by having friends here and trying to teach without being preachy and just have a good time and be friendly and try and get some of the better parts of ourselves out into the world so that we can perhaps in some small way make the world a better place.
Even if it is only for an hour to an hour and a half, maybe two, sometimes pushing it. Hey, if we can help that much, I guess, yeah, that's a good way to look at it. It really is. So it's Karen, stupid people, Jim fails. Nick's bipolar song lists for the day. So I just found out about this song today from my Irish friend. It is from an Irish band called Kingfisher, spelt King Fishr, not ER, because there's actually another Kingfisher band, so I'm guessing that they just went with an R. The name of the song is called Man on the Moon from 2025. It is a really nice song. And then the second one is from Gojira, French metal band from 2021, Fortitude. The song is called Into the Storm. I'm listening to a lot of Gojira right now. I've already listened to some before, but I'm going to see them with Korn in September, so I figured I better get, caught up on as much Gojira as I can. So, yeah. So Kingfisher, Man on the Moon, and Gojira, Into the Storm.
Awesome. And movies from 2025, Warden. A young man with superpowers emerges, astonishing the city as he tackles crime and corruption, but some sense a tyrant's rise. This is shot documentary style, so it's a lot of interviews, not so much the Avengers style superhero story. This is more the politics of being a superhero. How do you go from being the hero to the villain? Well, this dives into it. And this is a Brazilian movie, so they are very versed in the enemy within and corruption and how a person goes from being the good guy to being the bad guy. I found this fascinating. I really like documentaries, and so I fit right into this. I almost couldn't get enough of it at times. So not a lot of flying around and superhero stuff. You do get a little bit of that, but again, more the politics side of being a superhero. And even though it's only got a 5 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database, I myself would go with at least a 6. So there you have it. Warden, out of Brazil from this year.
Nice. So I'm seeing a couple things right now that apparently theaters are going to be rerunning not only Jaws because it's the anniversary, but also the original Star Wars without the edits. I'm looking forward to both those. If that actually does come to Lethbridge, I will be going to both. Hopefully.
Yes, I would love to see both of those movies in their original, and I think at the time it was 35 millimeter prints. Oh, that would be beautiful to see.
I think it'd be excellent. Yep.
With all its flaws and stuff that you would see on the big screen with a projector. I don't care. I love that kind of nostalgia.
Me too. Yeah, because it's funny how I hate like records for because just the cumbersomeness of using a record player, but like give me a movie in the original form. Fuck yeah. Like I really want to find an original copy of Texas. I got the one to watch with my niece, but I'd really like to find like an original cut of it to watch with her. But I'll take what I can get. So.
Oh, wow. I remember seeing that episode 3. Yeah, I saw that in the theater.
I saw it in the theater. Yep. Yeah, I wonder now that you say that, Tex, my homeboy, let me go see if Lethbridge is doing that. Are you going into Dallas to see that, Tex, or is that at like a local theater close to you? I totally shit myself there. That was a good one. What day did he say? Friday? Thursday. Okay, let's see. Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's see more. Nope. No, there we go. Let's see. Oh, I'd like to go see that too.
Dogma. So I think that was released in 1999. So 26-year anniversary. Interesting. All right.
Tickets. Why is this so stupid? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That was a nice thing, and I don't know how it used to work back in the day for like our Thai theater, but like every once in a while, Diane used to run like Ninja Turtles, the original Turtles. And it was like $2 to go watch it. Like I'm not sure if like she owned like a copy of it because it happened all the time. All of a sudden, Turtles would be on the theater for $2, and it'd be like, well, I guess we got to go see that, right? So. No, I'm looking Thursday. Let's see. see. Sinners, Minecraft movie, amateur warfare drop. Oh, the working man, Disney. Pink Floyd at Pompeii. No Star Wars here. Wah wah wah. Let's check the movie.
Chad says he loved the triple bills. Is that
Yes.
code for something? I feel that might be code for something.
I usually bag on them, but I won't today. Yes, I used to love doing those too. They were a lot of fun.
I saw in theaters recently The Amateur with Rami Malek. That was decent. And Drop was not bad. I saw that over the weekend. I'm going to be going to see Sinners hopefully this Saturday. Looks decent.
So in our other movie theater, holy shit, they actually have Star Wars: A New Hope in the theater.
Oh, nice.
I might have to go to the movie this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I might have to. Oh, and they're showing the original Ninja Turtles. I just popped it up. From 1990 for only 2 days.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
No, that's number 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you fail. Anyways, let's wrap this up. I got to poop.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Be it for, you know what I'm going to say, everyone say it with me, the moment or the duration, including Sarah May, Nick's dad, Ginger, thank you so much, Nick's sperm pet, Wade, Chad, Craig, Casey, Tex, Ryan, Nick's mom, and Frank. And Frank, thank you, and Frank from 1942. Anyway, people who we haven't seen in a while and we hope are doing well. Hanama, Overseer, Beverly, Svelte Brody, Shlomo, Riley, Lady Cora, Junior, Van, Coos to him, Wild Bill, Penny, Trish, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friends Sarah, Chantel, and Teresa, our friends Matt, James, Jared, Kathy, Fraser, Sheena, and the future champion of the galaxy, Dewey. 2 Trevors, 1 Cindy, all 3 Jolenes, Nathan, Nick's mom, my Auntie Kathy, and cousin Lisa. And as always, shout outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. A great social media challenge for those who have baking channels would be to make a rainbow cake version of Gloria Pouchmonte's quiche-smelling uterus. Sadly, the only ones to take up such a challenge would also be the ones to sexually violate said cake. Insert name of Freak Nasty Bumsex here. Alex and the Garbage Man will return next Monday, April 28th, 2025, dressed up as superheroes, eating blueberry pie and reading great poetry in order to celebrate National Superhero Day, National Blueberry Pie Day, and National Great Poetry Reading Day. Don't miss it.
Remember, guys, take care of one another, love one another, be patient with everybody. Summer is coming. You know, everyone's going to be out and about, so be more traffic. Just, love each other and enjoy life. We don't know how long we're going to be in this crazy blue marble for, so enjoy it while we can. Take care, everybody.
Yes. Think before you say something. Think before you do something, because if you do, in the end, you will have made life better, not only for yourself, but the people around you, the people in your community, perhaps people afar, and maybe people the world over. And if you can't do that, just shut up and stay home and watch Alex and the Garbage Man.
Right! Bye!
I'll be coming around the mountain when I come. I'll be blowing your fucking head off. I'll be blowing your fucking head off. I'll be whacking your fucking mind out when I come. Popcorn.